Hello everyone, my name is Dolapo, Akinola Omojola. Today I will be presenting to you Potter's value chain analysis in fulfillment of ENT 610. Thank you as you follow me through within this presentation. First of all, I'd like us to understand what the Potter's value chain of Potter's value chain. The Potter's value chain framework was developed by Michael Potter, a Harvard professor, with the aim of helping companies analyze their internal operations and also identify areas where value can be created. In creating value, one of the aim of the value chain framework is also to know how companies can position themselves competitively within the industry and give themselves competitive advantage over others within the same business or within the same industry where they play in. As such, a value chain is a set of activities that an organization carries out to create value for its customers or as well as its stakeholders. This value chain framework consists of two activities, the primary activities and the supporting activities. For primary activities, they will include inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and service. For the supporting activities, would include infrastructure for the company, human resources, technology development, and procurement. I must state here that the Potter's value chain, because within the market research industry, is somewhat kind of not so far-fetched from what it is due to the different activities that are involved within the market research space. So in looking at Potter's value chain, we actually look at it to that will give back to those we're servicing. And so on that note, primary activities. So within the market research industry, one of the primary activities refers to all those activities that are involved in receiving, storing, and distributing inputs for the market research process. So what you find that in the market research company, this might include things like acquiring data from different sources via surveys, interviews, focus groups, and secondary research methods like observation and in-depth interviews. And so one of the ways we can create value is to innovate data collection tools and also use things like social media monitoring tools to enhance the collection of data. This makes this more efficient and more effective to actually survey those our customers we wanted to talk to. But today, there are so many tools that we can use without having to use paper. So it not only saves us time, it also saves us cost, and it also saves us resources. So our turnaround time in terms of data collection has become shorter. So this way we're giving value by ensuring that we're adopting those things that will make our inbound logistics process easier. On the operations side, in market research, this simply refers to all the activities that are involved in transforming inputs into the final market research output. So what you typically find in a market research company might include things like designing questionnaires or questions and conducting research studies, analyzing data, and even generating insights and recommendations via the reporting process. And one of the ways that we find that you can add value is by using advanced analytic tools and techniques, such as predictive modeling, machine learning, to help you gain deeper insights into the data that you're collecting Not only does it also give you deeper insights, it also helps you to highlight, that insight that you're not able to see with your ordinary eye. For outbound logistics, these are mainly some of the activities that are involved in distributing the final market research output to our clients. And what you find that in a market research company, it may include things like preparing your reports, sending out your proposals, or making presentations, and any other deliverable that the client is interested in. So one way to add value is to provide customized reports. And there are so many softwares helping to do this, to create a dashboard and use softwares for the ease of presentation, of result presentation. Softwares like Tableau, Power BI, Microsoft projects and things like that. These are some of the softwares you can use to make it so much easier for you to do your presentations. Another aspect is the marketing and sales. This refers to all the activities that are involved in promoting and selling market research services to the clients. And so in a market research company, this might include developing marketing materials, marketing activities, attending conferences and trade shows, and pitching to prospective clients. One way that I used to do this was to attend a yearly market research conference called the European Market Research Conference, ESOMA. There I will meet prospective clients. They're able to put a face to the name of your business or your freelancing, and they then have a rapport, and then they're able to reach out to you whenever they have a need for services. And one of the ways to establish your expertise in the areas of research that your clients have interest in, or they actually are able to actually commission projects on. Another aspect of the primary activities are the service. And this basically refers to the activities involved in providing an ongoing support and service to clients. So after you have delivered your reports, what value then are you giving to your clients? This is always the service area where you have to service your clients. One way we do this, I have done this over the years, is to collaborate and partner with clients to help them understand our reports better, help them in interpreting it. Sometimes you're creating executive summary slides for them to present, or you're coming to workshop the results for them at their own location, or you're even facilitating brainstorm sessions or co-creation sessions with your client in order to help them further build their brands or their products and services. On to the other aspects, which are the support services. We have the infrastructure, human resource management, technology, procurement. I also added community, corporate social responsibility, because it's also something that is critical for many businesses. So you will find that under infrastructure, this actually involves the physical location where managing the resources that you use for your operations. And this might include things like the facility where you're carrying out your focus group discussions, if you have an internal one. If you also have places where if it's an external resource, you know that you're managing that resource by ensuring that it is adequately kept and maintained on a regular basis. It might also include things like software infrastructure, that you use in carrying out your daily operations, maybe your transcription softwares and things like that. Then you also have the aspects of the human resource management, which clearly just speaks to the talent acquisition and retention aspect of the business. So what activities are you doing to ensure that your staff or those that are working with you are being retained, and that how do you also go ahead to acquire them? What do you do to retain them? What's your training and staff development process like? Do you have a reward management process in place? And one of the ways to add value is to ensure that you're consistently, looking out for your staff and ensuring that there's a work-life balance for them. So you want to make sure they're being developed, make sure they have a sense of belonging, make sure that they're able to support you and you are their support. So when you're not there, you know that, someone has your back because you have put the right kind of resource management in place. You must also have a way to reward your hand is the technology acquisition and adoption, um, which also includes software management. Artificial intelligence is the in thing now. Are you in market research? It's sort of a, is it a threat or is it for us? So artificial intelligence can improve our processes, but it can also be a stumbling block because if we do not, quickly transit to see how AI can actually support the work we're doing, we might lose out eventually. So it's looking at how do we acquire the right kind of technology? How do we stay up to speed with technology acquisition? What softwares are coming out? How do we actually meet up with technological trends and not be left behind? There's also the issue of procurement, where which includes purchasing goods and services needed to support research activities. We might need to purchase specialized equipment or services from external vendors who are those who are able to help us. And one way to add value to this is to look at how we're working through our processes and ensure that you know, um, we're consistently looking at better ways to procure equipment. Are there new specialized equipments that we need? Can we actually, instead of using the old traditional methods of recording, are there new ways to do it? Can we actually have an in-house recording equipment and do our focus groups? And it's in doing all of this that value is comes through for us. Then finally, I decided to add the corporate social responsibility, which includes things like, giving back to the community in terms of initiatives, um, partnering with small or local organizations to encourage growth within the community. It may be educational initiatives, it may be social responsibility commitments that you identify, it may be even supporting your staff community in helping them to achieve laudable initiatives that are identified within the community. And this way, the community sees you as a friend and they see you as giving back to the place where you are also being nurtured as a business. Ultimately, by analyzing and optimizing all of these activities, whether primary or supporting activities, the market research company is able to enhance operations and provide better value for its clients. For example, investing in technology development and infrastructure can go a long way in increasing efficiency, in increasing accuracy in data collection and data management, and even in reporting. Promoting a strong corporate social responsibility program. All of this ultimately leads to improving your brand, giving your brand a good reputation and appeal. And, clients will see you not only as someone who takes, but someone who is able to give back through all of the services and these activities that you engage in. Um, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to getting your feedback. Bye.